This your guy Jerk coming at y'all again with another video, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to patch up a hole in like your spoiler with Bondo. It's just some Bondo I bought from Harbor Freight, just some, I'm gonna mix it, put some cream on it, whatever, how it goes or whatever. If you know about body work, you know what to do. So as you can see, we got a hole right there, and this is from installing a wicker bill. It's already up here. I had a guy that, just wanted to get paid. He just wanted to get paid some money or whatever, and he's mechanically inclined, I guess you could say. But it's just, how am I gonna put this? He's just not the best. But at the time, I didn't feel like fooling with it. I didn't know what I was doing. So if I don't know what I'm doing and you say you know what you're doing, I'm gonna give you a chance. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a chance. But I gave him his chance, and he drilled a hole through my spoiler. I wasn't too mad, but like I told him, I can't pay you for that. And I mean, he understood, and he wasn't upset. He was just like, yeah, I figured that you wouldn't pay me because of that, but you want to mix Bondo, just with your cream, your hardener cream, as you can see, your hardener cream. What I do is, a lot of people try to go measure it. I just take a bead, boom, that's it. Throw the excess on there, that's it, done. Lay that off to the side, and then you just take your scraper. See if I can do this without. Well, let me just pause it. Or I can probably lay out right here. See if I can see. Let me see. Without making a complete mess. Let's see. So yeah, you just want to take your little thing. I just got a little scraper, and you just want to mix it. I like to take it, scrape it, flatten it out on top of each other, and just, till it's like brownish, reddish, pinkish, whatever you want to call this color. See, it's still not fully mixed. And I might use all of it, I might not. I don't know for sure. I'm just gonna try to fill that hole as best as I can, because it's all getting repainted. So that's why I was like, it's not really a big deal. But yeah. What I really need to do is, I need to do this. That way I'm not losing all of my Bondo. I'm not really showing y'all quite as what I'm really trying to get to, I guess. But I just want to fill this hole as best as possible. And see, I really ain't really wasting a lot of it, because all this came off the top of the Bondo, like the actual can part came off that. But it's not really, I'm just gonna let it sit like this. I'm actually finna go get some painter's tape, which I can't remember if I have it in the white car or if I have it in the garage somewhere. I just can't remember at this moment. It's actually right here, I'm looking at it. I'm actually gonna grab some of this and mask off some of the painted area, just so I can smooth it out, and then I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of sanding and all of that. It's gonna have that little white spot, but I'm not really too much worried about it, because like I said, the whole entire car needs to be repainted. It's a 2006, so with it being a 2006, of course, it's gonna have its dings, dents, and all this other sorts of shit that's got going on with it. Excuse my language, the kids are viewing, but it's gonna have its issues, of course. See, I can save some of that painted area. Save some of that painted area. Where's my stick at? I think it's finished. Yep. Take my stick. I'm gonna be real with you. This probably takes around I want to say 15. It says it on the instructions, but like I said, me dealing with body, 15 minutes at the most. And the reason that it needs to be done is because, like I said, see, it's already starting to dry a little bit, which is, it's cool, but you see, I still have plenty left over or whatever. But I mean, I'm kind of around and because I'm trying to focus, because a lot of times when I don't focus on something, I get behind and get off track. But what I'm trying to do is just push that rivet in there so that I could I'm just gonna go off the hose that he made and just bear with it until I decide if I'm gonna go with another spoiler or get one made to where it's like basically sitting on the trunk and where I can actually mount the wicker bill flush to where it don't hit the trunk. But the trunk on this car is shot too. It's kind of like bent all out of frame. I can give you an example. You can see, like, sorry for turning the lens, but you can see like right here it's flush. You really can't, tell, but like right here, yeah, this trunk has either been bent, it's either aftermarket or bent out of frame. And honestly, this car is basically just like a rebuild. The guy that I got it from, the people that I got it from said the guy took very good care of it. But honestly, if you take very good care of a car, it wouldn't be immaculate, but it would be in better shape than it is right now. And me personally, I knew what I was getting myself into. It's a used vehicle, so of course, right now I'm just playing with it right now to see how quick it hardens, and it's hardening up pretty fast. It's kind of still, you see, still playable, but it's very thicker, very much more thick than when it was when I first started. So yeah, it's hardening up. It's doing this thing. And plus it's cold outside, and I'm doing it outside, and you really need to do it on the inside. Heat will speed the process up, but I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna turn daytime here pretty soon, or the sun's gonna come up pretty soon. But like I said, for the most part, I'm not worried about it. Actually, as you can see, this one has a lot of work to get done to it, and I'm gonna actually get started on doing some work to it. I'm just gonna slowly buy parts that I need for it, but I'm not gonna, stress it, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna press the issue about getting it done, because for one reason, I'm gonna wait till I completely pay it off, which man, it's gonna be paid off. I want to say less than 3 months. Once I pay it off, I'll start, you know, back working on it. First things that's gonna get done to it, I'm gonna get some new headlights. They're kind of old and faded and scratched up. Plus, this headlights that I bought for brand new. Nothing was wrong with them. They was brand new out the box. They just over time they just cracked and faded and yeah. Sorry for my hand getting in the way. They just basically cracked, faded, yellowed, just from the sun. And I mean, what can you do about it when you're not? I don't have a garage vehicle, so for the most part, that's where it sits, is outside. I don't have any car cover for it. It's not like it's a show car, which is going to be one. I'm just, like I said, taking my time with it. It's gonna need new speakers because the speakers in it has gone bad. It's gonna need a lot of work done to it, basically. But man, I wish I would have seen this car when I first got it. I really wish I would have seen it because, honestly speaking, this entire car from hood to roof to bumper, I mean the headlights they were gone too, or whatever. They were faded and all of that. And I just really wish y'all. My car's really not junk. I just got trash right there from all this mess on top. But those taillights right here came from my white car over there because I changed those out to that. And I'm actually going to be getting the tinted ones of these to this one, or I might just go with a different style. I don't know, because a lot of people does have the tinted versions of these, and I was like one of the first ones to grab these, like no cap. I was like one of the first people to have these taillights. I'm still the only person in Tennessee as of what I know to have these taillights. And so I might go ahead and just grab a black version of them. I might just stick to these. These don't look too bad. I mean, they're kind of cracked on the ends because of my nieces and nephews. You know, when kids are around, they typically, you know, mess stuff up. But I just wish I would have really seen this. Like, you see like my reflection. Like, I know you know, kind of looking scruffy, but we're not gonna talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But I really wish I would have showed y'all. I kind of do got pictures of it. I do got a video of it when I was at Toyota. I basically was at Toyota trying to detail it, clean it up, get it looking nice. I really didn't do too much to it. I just tried to fix the headlights and taillights as best as I could on it. That's what I mainly was worried about, was my headlights and taillights. I didn't have good visible, you know, visualization, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't really, the lights was really not visible at night. I barely could see, barely could drive, you know. I could drive, but it was just barely seeable. I couldn't really notice the lights. Tail lights, they was all right. Nothing was wrong. When it was LEDs, they came with the, I think the first design of the aftermarket LEDs, you know, it's just basically the stock version, but it's just all LED and then black or chrome or whatever with a smoke look on it. But I was cleaning that up. I did give it I did wash. I had a guy that I used to work with. His name is Kenny. Shout out to my boy Kenny. He actually washed it, and then I just, you know, buffed out the taillights and the headlights and went forward from there. And then, you know, I've been having it since November. Here it is April, and man, the transformation of this one is just, you wouldn't have never even recognized that this is the same car that I got back in November. I mean, it was just completely faded. It was just like, I mean, you can still see, like, look at the clear coat, just, you know, chipping away. And then like this car has like also been repainted. Like, you know that this car, not the entire car, but like parts of it has been repainted. Like the hood has been repainted. There's a new trunk on here. Either it's a new trunk or it's been really bent out of frame. That's been painted on. The bumper has definitely been painted on. That's definitely an aftermarket bumper. And that's been painted. The fender and the hood and the front bumper. I think the front bumper has been painted. I'm not 100% too sure. But yeah, that's been painted. Because the reason why you know that this has been painted, the hood, I mean, look at all the fish eye in it. You probably can't, yeah, until I get up close. I mean, look at all that. It's like that paint started prickling and pulling up, of course, from right here. I mean, yeah, that's where it's bad at, the front. Because I guess he didn't let it settle enough to where it wouldn't do that, but oh well. I mean, it also has this little rock chips. Like I said, it has a real bad fading of the clear. And then, like, it has real bad scratches. But, and that's just bird shit. But yeah, you see it has, I think that's just bird shit too. But see, there go a clear. That might be some clear. Yeah, that's paint. Okay, so yeah, like right here, and then man, right here. I mean, it's just whoever done the paint job on this just did a terrible job. Just didn't know anything about paint, like period. Like I'm not the best at it, but I just know that when you're gonna do painting, you need to use the right grit, the right sandpaper, the right primer, the right paint, the right clear. You need to always make sure that you use the right paint. I cannot stress that enough. The right paint, because for one, you have acrylic. Oh, that hurt. You have acrylic, and then you have, I think, lacquer. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. But you have acrylic and you have lacquer paint. I think most factory paint is basically, it had that poison in it. So like it was really bad for your lung. I forgot what they paint. I think it's more lacquer than anything, but it's that real deal. That can, like, you need to wear masks like 100% of the time when you're spraying that type of paint. And that's what it's gonna go back with. I'm gonna go back with factory paint. I got birds trying to attack me. I'm gonna go back to the factory paint, not the factory color, but I am gonna do factory color. I'm just gonna go back with the factory, paint. I'm not gonna go with no aftermarket paint or those, lung sensitive paint or any of that sorts. I'm just gonna go back with the regular stuff. But I think he just used the wrong stuff, and it just caused it to just fish out, crack, clear coat pulled up. And I really just think he painted over the base. I don't even think he sanded the base, primed it, or whatever. I don't think he did none of that. Because really, when you're doing bumpers, you don't have to seal it. Some of them you don't have to seal it. You just need to sand it down, get it smooth, paint it. Hit your primer if you want to prime it, or you can just straight base it. I usually prime it, prime it up. And then base it, clear it. And then you want to always use a 2-to-1 ratio, especially with black. Black is like, you don't need a lot of black for coverage. 2 coats of black, 2-3 coats of black would be perfect. And then like I always do 3 to 4 coats of like clear, depending on how shiny you want it or how wet looking you want it. And I mean, this is just factory. From fender to the quarter panel, all the way up to the fender. That's just factory paint. You can tell that. This looks factory, the hood, but it's not. It's been repainted. It's definitely been repainted. But I mean, I brung this thing back to life, man. I mean, this one was doing good. I mean, it still looks clean. Like I said, the headlights on it is just, they're shot, man. They're no good no more. I mean, I put rims on it and then took the fender wells out. I'm gonna actually fix all of that and hide all that, because I am gonna think about putting back my rims on. I'm just gonna paint all that in black so that it looks, because I don't like that white looking stuff. Like, like I like the fender look. I like the fender stock look, But for the most part, I mean, this is basically just a vlog about what I'm doing. It's a how-to video and a vlog, a daily vlog. So yeah. It's kind of still tacky as we're speaking. And once it's done, I'm gonna get it some 320 grit sandpaper, and I'll show you how you go about that. And yeah, do that. And so I will too, because I have a bent rim on my white car. Like I said, that one's gonna get fixed. The rims need to be repainted black. That's it. That's why it looks kind of beat up, because I really think the wheels is making it look real beat up. I do need to get this side paneling put back on. I took it off, and I was gonna actually fill the holes and just have it looking without the side panels. But since I got the black car, I actually like the side molding. I know I said side panels, it's the same thing. I actually like it. It looks, different. I was just doing it to see, and I liked it at first without it, but then I was like, man, I got the black car, and then I also started seeing other cars before my black car, and I was just like, man, I like the way it looked now. I don't know. Like, I'm very indecisive when it comes to my cars because I'm always trying to switch stuff up. Not because I want to, what am I trying to say? Not because I'm bored and, see, that's some 320 right there. Not because I'm bored or anything. It's just because I'm just want to be different. I always switch up what I want to do. But like with this black car, I know what I'm doing with this black car. It is staying 100% black. I will plasti dip it. I am going to plasti dip it. Ain't no, a way around that. I am going to do that. And I'm going to keep it black. It's going to be my, it's not going to be my tuner car, but it's definitely going to be like, it's going to get built. I'm going to put some ponies in this thing. I know a lot of people are like, man, don't put too much money into it. It's a family sedan. You don't want to drop a whole lot of mods into it. I'm like, man, you don't understand. This has a V8 in it, my guy. This is not just a, they used to put these on the race cars. You know what I'm saying? These are NASCARs. Like, yeah, they're four-door sedan vehicles, but they can pull, People are like, oh man, they're front wheel drives are no fun and et cetera. Yeah, okay, I understand that. But see, the thing of it is, you don't understand that a front-wheel drive vehicle is probably the safest thing that you can drive. The reason why most people want to get a rear-wheel drive vehicle is because they want to burn out. Front-wheel just can burn out too, man. I mean, it might look corny to you. You're like, you know how everybody. It's really just, personal preference. It's also really hype beast-like, like. I want a charger because he got a charger and he burns out and it looks cool. Okay, well, go get you a charger. Go spend your $40,000 while I go get the sleeper vehicle, build it up, burn you. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, well, chargers, they're already pushing 300 or 400 horsepower factory. People always want to throw that up into the conversation. Look, G, let me tell y'all one thing only, and I really hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. My car was made in 2006. So then let's think about that. In 2006, people wasn't even thinking about 1,000 horsepower or 700 horsepower. They was basically trying to get to the upper 500s. Like now, since it's 2020, stuff has changed. Everything is different. They make vehicles different, make engines different. Man, they can make 4 cylinders push 500 horsepower easily. So, man, I mean, like, think about it. My vehicle was 303 from the factory. Stop. Y'all getting 2019, 2020, 2015, whatever you want to call it, scat packs that's pushing 420. I mean, let's think about it, man. Pontiac was killing the game, if you really want to be honest with you, because when they made the Pontiac the GTX or the GTP, that was 420 horsepower factory. Like, they was killing the game with the 6.0 in it. So you got to think about it. It's the year difference that makes it the vehicle. You have a 2019, so I expected you to have 700 horsepower factory. So don't throw that into it, because you're technically your factory, but you're not factory, because they put something on your vehicle to where it's basically enhances your speed. Like, think about it. A supercharger is not factory. It's not. That's an aftermarket part. That's why it's expensive to put on your car, because it's aftermarket. Most cars don't put that on there, or a pro charger, or a turbo. Like, turbos are basically aftermarket to me to a certain point. Now, yes, I understand that you can get a turbo factory. Like, I know that they make those. But think about it. Back then, we wasn't getting turbos and superchargers and pro chargers. Like, those are just starting to get brought up. Like 2004, like those were starting to get brought up. Like 2006, I know that was like before, that was after the pro chargers and turbos and all that. I get that, yeah. But think about it. That stuff was unheard of, But I mean, think about it. Front wheel vehicle pushing 303 horsepower. You can do the DOD delete. You can put a turbo on it. You can put a better manifold on it. You can change the exhaust system, run 3-inch all the way from the front to the back, and then 4-inch tips, whatever you want to do, whatever your style is. K&N air tape, put a little chip on it. Man, you might be pushing 400 horsepower that easily. It just get it tuned. If you get it tuned right, that's what I need to say. But man, That's simple stuff. But I know I'm just going on about a car video. I mean, I ain't trying to be too long. I mean, I just like talking about cars. This is my passion. But yeah, I'm gonna see if this is the end of your drying stages, basically. I don't know what I was trying to say right there. I had some stuff going through my mind, but I'm gonna see if it's dry yet. If so, I'm gonna, show you your next steps. Really, what you want to do is you just want to flatten it out. It's still tacky, so yeah. And I forgot to do an outro, so I'm gonna go ahead, do one. I got caught up with talking about cars, so it's your boy Jerk, and it's been real YouTube. So comment, like, subscribe, follow me if you really are into cars. I'm want to go on a journey with this build, and I'm trying to take this serious. So I'm gonna be more consistent with uploading. But yeah, it's been real. It's your boy Jerk, and I'll holla at you.